Good evening to you. Tonight we begin with some local reaction to President Trump's campaign to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education. On Monday, the Supreme Court cleared the way for the administration to lay off nearly half the department's workforce.
Our Kaylin Clay spoke to a pair of educators about how this could impact Arkansas's education system. She joins us tonight with the story. Kaylin.
Well, Chris and Beth, as President Trump takes steps toward eliminating the department, much of the responsibility to uphold students' public education will fall to individual states. While certain functions of the education department, like student loans and civil rights enforcement, will be taken on by other federal agencies, the president seems comfortable shifting the burden to the states and reducing what he calls education bureaucracy.
The federal government has been taking care of this for decades, and for it to just be dumped onto the states like this, I don't think anybody's going to be prepared, especially financially.
But the president of the Arkansas Education Association, April Breisma, believes dismantling the department will lead to disaster.
It's going to be a hot mess, let's be honest.
A special education teacher herself, one of Breisma's key concerns, the lack of enforcement of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, which requires individualized education plans for students with disabilities. Breisma isn't alone in her lack of confidence in the state. In 2022, Amanda Ware returned to the classroom in North Little Rock after a few years of retirement. What she witnessed, from behavioral issues to low reading levels, was like nothing she'd experienced before. She says it was a direct reflection of Arkansas's Department of Education.
I know starting the upcoming year, if you don't pass a certain, I think it's third grade, reading, you're not going to be advancing. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, how that's going to play out, but I think that's a great start.
Now a private tutor, Ware is concerned for her students. But she says if the department is dismantled, it could empower those who have experience in the classroom.
There's a lot of people working in the Department of Ed that don't have an educational background, but yet they're telling states what they should and shouldn't be doing.
Breisma acknowledges there are flaws in the U.S. Department of Education, but a full dismantling?
We need to strengthen it. We don't need to dismantle it.
Well, in a statement, the U.S. Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon, says downsizing the department will allow the Trump administration to deliver on its mandate to restore excellence in American education, promote efficiency and accountability, and ensure resources are directed where they matter most, to students, parents, and teachers. One more thing to keep in mind: while the president can take steps to dismantle the Department of Education, it would take an act of Congress to abolish it. On your side, I'm Kaylin Clay.
Kaylin, thank you very much. Channel 7 News did reach out to the Arkansas Department of Education about this story. They referred us to the federal government.